July 1st, 2013. The window seat. Yeah, whenever I hear the name Molly, I think of high school. Sweet and unfulfilled teen prophecies at a drive-thru. Sleepy town sweaters and property that we'd climb to. Soundtracks to movies we probably could have died to. And every time I hear the name Annie, I think of heartbreak. Laying still forever, watching Kissing Camel Park shapes. How love went flying a million miles from me. But singing along to songs that we'd never consider country held heaven an inch above me. It all had meaning then. Meaning that these days I'd die to see again. In my wallflower years we blossomed in on the bottom bed. Smelled like teen spirits that hadn't reached our nirvanas yet. But I was tired of my groggy-eyed dream. I was positive the world was gonna end by 19. I was king of parking lots that would've never drive free, thinking someday the best of times are meant to find me. But I woke up forgetting what it means to live, and looking back saw a list of all the reasons that I did. I took them all for granted, I'm guilty, I plead the fifth. And I'm realizing maybe all I need is this.
Maybe all I need is a view from the window seat, staring back at me.
Yeah.
Staring back at me.
Maybe all I need
is the view from the window seat, staring back at me. Staring back at me.
Now every time I think of the summer I fall in love still, hoping that we'll catch each other whenever our guts spill. In a homemade star show, wishing we could have managed and found something bigger than us. Instead we just look for planets, convinced we took for granted all the shit we didn't know. Every time I think of New York City I'm missing home. I spent 14 months growing backwards in my mind. Considered jumping out my window just to see if I could fly this year. I considered leaving all the time. A hurricane later singing I would rather be alive. As I tried to lock and load, let my roaring 20 stop and go. If all of this is rock and roll, then fuck it, I'm Johnny Ramone. But I don't wanna be this lonely looking back on our highways paved in nicotine and skinny jeans. In fact, if the best of times are never meant to find me, then I'm glad. Doesn't every happy movie have a scene that makes it sad? If we're meant to fall apart like the ceiling in my room, then looking at my life I see the reasons that we do. I took it all for ransom, I'm guilty, I plead the fifth. And I'm realizing maybe all I need is this.
Maybe all I need is the view from the window seat, staring back at me. Staring back at me.
Yeah. Maybe all I
need is the view from the window seat, staring back at me. Staring back at me.
Yeah. But I woke up forgetting what it means to live, and looking back saw a list of all the reasons that I did. I took it all for ransom, I'm guilty, I plead the fifth. And I'm realizing maybe all I need is this.